This is the Frontier Doubles League, a league unlike the typical threes leagues. We are a North American 2v2 Rocket League competitive league that has a scene for players of all ranks. So, what makes us different besides the fact that we're a 2v2 league instead of the typical 3v3? Well, we offer flexible scheduling, most matches are streamed with live commentary, we're a smaller, more personable community that scrims often. We truly are the most friendly league out there. So, whether you're trying to improve your skills or just want to have some fun, you'll find a place here. To sign up today, visit FDL.gg.
What's up, FDL? Welcome to the postseason. We got our first playoff match of season 2. This one's in the expert league between the Penguins and the Monkeys. I got Chris with a K in here in the casting booth. I'm Harmonic. Chris, I am hyped for this. Let's go.
Oh, absolutely. We've got fantastic teams in all of these leagues, but Expert League is to start us off, and I think that's probably the way it should go because this league has been phenomenal for gameplay.
It absolutely has. And what better way to start it off than the Penguins and the Monkeys as well? Two teams that gave us a game 5 in the regular season when they played. Now, granted, that game 5 was a blowout win for the Monkeys, but different lineups. Obviously, it's playoffs. So for those of you who don't know, any lineup goes. You can use your A lineup, your B lineup, but like, why wouldn't you use your A? So we've got two A lineups against each other here. This is exciting, man. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, and I think the one thing to notice is Mockhyy on a 5-1 record. I mean, that's one of the best records you have in the Origin League. I don't think anyone can top it, other than maybe Stoobs, who probably went 6 or 7-0. It's hard to tell, but yeah, both these teams, they've got their guns set up for them, and I cannot wait to see how this one turns out. Best of 7 format as well, so we're no longer hoping for a game 5. We don't want game 5s. Game 7's where it's all at.
Yeah, friendship ended with game 5s. Game 7 is our new best friend, and we very well could see one here. I think you mentioned Mockhy's record, which is very, very impressive at 5-1. And I think you're right. Stoobs might be the only other one that I could think of off the top of my head that could challenge him, but I don't know. I don't have those stats in front of me. All I got are these two teams. So yeah, it's definitely really strong. Mockhyy is a really good player, and Moodster as well, a very solid mechanical player, up against the Monkeys, BlueMars and Risum, who have been very well suited to each other's play styles in recent matches.
Yeah, I mean, they really showed up against the Eagles in Week 10, but, the Eagles haven't looked the greatest, and we're going to have to see if they can keep that momentum up going into this last week, because they've got a Titan against them with the Penguins, and Game 1 is underway.
Yep, 2 seed and a 3 seed. Let's get this one started. Moodster gives us our first shot of the series, and it's saved away by the Monkeys. Risum now on the carry, flicks it over Moodster, but it's off the crossbar and out. Now the Monkeys will regather after BlueMars sees the demo onto Mockhyy. Could open the door here, tries to flick it past. Moodster has none of it. Moves this one back downfield, has a touch out to Mockhyy. Mockhyy wasn't quite ready for it, in the wrong position. Penguins will regroup now. Mockhyy on the back line looks to get this over BlueMars. He does, but it is right to Risum. Risum bangs it towards the goal. That'll be high. Moodster controls, and now BlueMars up for this one. Bangs it. That is on target. No, it's off the post. Open door for Risum. He misses the ball, and BlueMars now back into his own corner. Monkeys regroup.
Yeah, plenty of opportunities for each team. Monkey is on the better half of it too, but can't find any contact. That was an open opportunity for Risum, and now Mockhy's got one, and he isn't going to miss it. Penguins open up the score.
First goal of the FDL Season 2 playoffs for Expert League goes to Mockhyy and the Penguins. Yeah, just a good play there. Well read. Monkeys maybe a bit out of rotation. Perhaps a bad touch there on the back line. Nonetheless, Penguins will take a 1-0 lead. Risum here early off the kickoff. Looking to flick this top corner. It's just out. Mockhyy clears it away. Another great opportunity there, and Risum just missed it.
Yeah, he's been on those flicks, though. They've been very solid. He's just got to find the net, but not that net. That's his own, and Suter's going to get credit for that one. Penguins with a 2-goal lead now.
Yeah, wrong net, Risum. That was an awkward one to go for. Moodster, well aware of the situation, just bangs that downfield, makes it a little awkward for Risum, and it pays off. This team goes up 2-0. Moodster on the kickoff. BlueMars gets a demo, prevents Moodster from taking control of that ball. Mockhyy, though, very early challenge. It is past Risum, who misses the touch on the back line. BlueMars collects in the midfield. Now Risum trying to get this away. He has no boost. A lot of it being stolen by the Penguins. Now picks up a couple pads. He should be next to this ball. Moodster finds a 50 over him, trying to get one over BlueMars as well. BlueMars was there for that touch. Risum and Mockhyy still on the back foot are the Monkeys. Risum over one. Mockhyy is back for this. Just touches it away, making the attack for the Monkeys have to delay. And now BlueMars out of the corner. Mockhyy, good defense there. He'll meet for a 50 with Risum. This will allow Moodster to clear.
Yeah, and you know, the Monkeys, they have a lot of good pressure in this game. It's just that they're making way more mistakes with that pressure. Mockhyy and Moodster, you know, open net for Mockhyy, he was able to capitalize. We just have to see the Monkeys do that same exact style and make their opportunities count more, because I think going into this, it looks like Monkeys have the better offensive pressure. They're winning these 50s in the Penguins half, so they just have to put them away. Blocked again by Mockhyy, and BlueMars with an overcommit, another open net for the Penguins.
Yep, like you said, more missed opportunities by the Monkeys. They've had several offensive opportunities so far in this game, a couple right there, right before Moodster puts in the open net. But credit to the Penguins defense. They've played very sound defense. Mockhyy a couple times being the last back on a 2v1 has been able to stall time for Moodster to get back with a couple of really good touches. Penguins not letting the Monkeys get through easily.
No siree, and again off the kickoff, Mockhy's gonna find a fourth for his team. The Penguins, they are making every opportunity they have count. I mean, they're 4 for 5 right now, and half the game to go. It's time to make a comeback, but you know, the Monkeys, they've got to step it up if they don't want this to spiral out of control.
Yeah, I know the Penguins are playing with a lot of confidence right now. Moodster off the kickoff immediately goes for the boost grab in the offensive zone. Risum out of his own corner. Monkeys on the back foot. They've been that way for the past few minutes after that brief period of offensive pressure. A great flick from Moodster gets around BlueMars, and the Penguins are just pouring in goals at this point.
Yeah, that's a great flick by Moodster right over BlueMars. 0 boost to his name there, so not much he could have done with it. But you know, the Penguins, they just came out firing in game one. We often see that game one isn't really a foretelling moment for the rest of the series, because I've seen the Monkeys especially, one of the teams, they can come out really hot in game one and lose the series like they did to Huskies in the first week of the league play. What a decade ago that was. But yeah, you know, this is just the first game vibes. A minute 30 to go, so there is time to find momentum and really get back into it, but with shots like that is not what you want to see.
No, it is not. This is a very momentum-heavy game, and the Penguins, ever since those first couple goals, the Monkeys fought back, had a couple of really good chances, but then once the Penguins got rolling, they have just been super aggressive offensively. There's another one. Moodster going for the demo. It's enough to throw BlueMars off, and Mockhyy gets an open net.
Yeah, Risum overcommitting way too much on that challenge, and BlueMars in an awkward spot. Should have just went for the ball. Instead, he turned back into his net, and Mockhyy, what a great shot it was. So powerful to the front post. It was just a taunt in BlueMars' face. And now a minute left in game one, and the Penguins have taken this one convincingly, but a nice save by BlueMars will keep them in it.
Yeah, and look again, off kickoff, Mockhyy immediately goes for boost in the offensive zone. Again, just like Moodster did earlier, they're playing so aggressive on the kickoff. They're confident in their ability to capitalize and not get caught out of rotation. A great shot there from Mockhyy. It is saved from BlueMars. Going to need a lot more of those in the coming games this series if the Monkeys are going to stick around. But for now, like you said, maybe just get a couple goals, snatch some momentum back, cool the Penguins down. And then shots like that from BlueMars catches Mockhyy snoozing. And the Monkeys do get one of these goals.
Yeah, but that was a double commit from the Penguins. They held all game long, and you know, they didn't double commit barely at all. And you know, it took 4 minutes and 30 seconds to find one mistake in their defense. Like, the Monkeys have got to find more opportunities, because mistakes like that, if they're coming once every game, well, you're gonna have to rely on something more to win it.
You absolutely are, and this, I will say, it is important, I think, for the Monkeys to get that goal. It's a little bit of confidence, which it looks like they've lacked so far in this game. It says, hey, we can score. We just got beat 6-1, but there was a 1 in that column of our scoreboard, so we know we can do it. We just have to get it done more often.
Yeah, and you know that first minute, it looked good for the Monkeys. They just couldn't find the net, and you know we said Penguins were playing defense. They only had to save one shot. The other 4 that the Monkeys had weren't even on target. So I mean, right now the Monkeys, they just need to find the back of the net, and it could look like a completely different game. But Penguins doubling their shots, it was just impressive by them. They did not miss any opportunities. 2 hat tricks for them and 3 assists overall. So the Penguins are looking like a cohesive unit right now.
Important to know, yeah, a double hat trick. It was not a carry for either one of these Penguins players. They both contributed their fair share. And 11 shots, like I mentioned, to 5 for the Monkeys. The Monkeys had their moments, like you touched on. I think the Penguins did have some good defensive plays. They're able to get booming clears and prevent the Monkeys from continuing attacks long enough to get those goals that they so desperately wanted. But yeah, it definitely was a closer game, I think, than the scoreboard would show as far as opportunities go. The Monkeys had their fair share. They just have to capitalize on them and put them in the net.
Yep, and 3 more will do it for the Penguins as this is a best of 7. So the Monkeys have some time to regain from that loss and figure out where their mistakes are, what they need to do to come back. And I think it really is just hit your shots. I mean, you know, normally the team that scores the most goals wins, and BlueMars off of the Merc now. He has gone back to the Octane, the better car in Rocket League, and you can't change my mind about that.
Yeah, especially not comparing it to the Merc, I think. BlueMars was on a bit of a kick there with the Merc. We saw him pull it out against the Eagles in the final week of the season. Rolled with it in the first game, but like you said, switching off it. This is full sweat. This is the playoffs, baby. You lose, you're done. Monkeys not ready to be done yet. Good touch there from BlueMars. Gets it around Mockhyy. Could be a little bit of an opportunity here. Risum off the sidewall. Not the best first touch. All he can do is hit this into the corner and hope BlueMars is up, and he is, but the shot is high. BlueMars perhaps expecting a bit of a better defensive play there, but the Penguins were off. Failure to capitalize there could be huge. Moodster again going for the demo. This is the Penguins play style. They are aggressive. They will look to demo or bump you out of net at any opportunity they can. Moodster off the backboard looking for Mockhyy, but he's not there. BlueMars now into the Penguins corner. A bit of offense here for the Monkeys, but Moodster gets a nice clear. Risum looking to keep it in. Trying to get it around Mockhyy. Mockhyy early challenge. Good for him. Wins his team some more time on offense. Moodster collects the ball. Got this off the sidewall. 50 for BlueMars here. Risum looking to get something started for the Monkeys. Ball's been in the midfield now for a little while. Finally, Mockhyy will put this into the Monkey zone. The demo there could be big, but BlueMars gets back. Great rotation and cover from BlueMars to save the Monkeys.
It was a good play by BlueMars. He had to make a touch, and he knew it too. Suter was just waiting in a better spot to shoot that ball. Risum on the dribble almost scores that one, but you mentioned it a little bit. The Penguins' offense and their aggressive play is something that they are known for. But we didn't see that at all in game 1. I don't think there was a single demo registered in that game, actually. And Monkeys had the first one in this game onto, I believe it was Mockhyy, but I could be wrong. But yeah, there's not really any aggressive play coming out, but the Monkeys, they're so close in the Penguins half, and they get caught too aggressive. Moodster is going to find one for free.
Yeah, Risum was just a bit too pushed up there. I can't blame him. You got to trust BlueMars there to get that ball center, but it was a tall order for him, given 2 Penguins defenders on the backboard and a tough read right next to the post. Unfortunate there for the Monkeys, unable to capitalize, and the Penguins get another early lead. Mockhyy going for the air dribble. BlueMars has a good save. Risum needs another touch, and he finds it. Moodster misses that one, though. Could be an opportunity for the Monkeys. BlueMars bangs that on net, but Mockhyy gets a save. BlueMars a demo onto Moodster. You mentioned they're being a little bit counter-aggressive here. That one's open for BlueMars, and we've got a tie game.
Yeah, and that's what you want to see. The demo opened up the backfield. Mockhyy getting a little bit too aggressive, and Risum knowing that he can beat him to the ball there. Good heads-up play by the Monkeys. And yeah, I mean, this is what we saw when the Penguins and Monkeys faced off the first time. Completely different lineups, however, but the Monkeys, they used that aggression against the Penguins and really caught them out for it, and that's what we need to see them do right there with that demo play.
That it is. They are continuing their pressure as another high danger chance right there. Penguins able to keep it away. Mockhyy, another great save. I think where we saw the pressure and the aggressive play style for the Penguins last game was way more in the midfield. There's a nice demo on the back line again. Opens the door for the Monkeys, and Risum has another one.
That's a great demo by BlueMars. Just tosses it to Risum in the midfield. Notices Mockhyy isn't going for the ball and will just hunt him down. A ballistic missile just locked on to Mockhyy in the backfield is a great play by them. And that's going to give them the lead for the first time this series with 1:40 to go. A quick shot off kickoff isn't going to go in. Follow-up isn't in either. Suter again can't find the target. Counterattack for the Monkeys, going to get stalled off by some physical play in the midfield.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that was brutal there. A couple of really, really close misses, much like the Monkeys had in game one for the Penguins there. In this game two, could be an opportunity here. Moodster looking for the flick. He's got it high, but BlueMars is a good response and a save. Moodster again, another touch. Penguins not going down without a fight. But the Monkeys have sent a message. You noted it, Chris, and we've seen it here now twice. They are not going to be bullied in this series.
No sirree, and a big clear will by the Penguins out for a little bit. And a miss as well. It's not going to be caught off, though, because the Penguins were nowhere to be found, and a little double commit in the midfield is starting to get to the Penguins. They're starting to make more mistakes as this game goes on, and I think it's credited to the Monkeys. They're not overcommitting as they were in the last game. They're not winning as many 50s, but they're also getting contact on the ball when they need it, and that's what they need in this game. 30 seconds to go, and the Monkeys, they hold a lead, but Penguins, they're starting to buy more ground into their half.
Another great demo there from Risum onto Mockhyy. They are being the aggressors. And though that's Moodster onto Risum. Penguins get one back here. 11 seconds to go. Penguins do have possession. Mockhyy just trying desperately to get this pass. That's a bad touch from Risum, but Mockhyy has no boost. He can't follow this up. 1 second left on the clock. BlueMars has to ground this, and he will. The Monkeys even the series one apiece.
Yeah, that physical play that came out definitely helped them in that series, or in that game. That is what we needed to see. And well, it was a 1-goal game. It's still a win in the series. And now the Penguins have the task of how are we going to come back against that, because they went all in on some of those plays and they were caught out by it from the demos.
Yeah, for the Penguins, you can no longer ignore the demo plays on the back line. You might have thought you could get away with it, but no longer. The Monkeys are coming. They're going to be aggressive. They're going to be looking for demos wherever they can get them, whether it's on your back line or in the offensive play as well. They had a couple. So Penguins need to be more aware of that. That's usually their play style. And you mentioned we haven't really seen it yet. They've been really aggressive with early challenges, but not as demo heavy as we usually see. I will say if there's one mistake from that game, the Monkeys played it pretty perfect, but if there's one mistake I can point out, they gave Moodster a couple of opportunities with the ball and time in that series. Now, Moodster was not able to get those flicks, but if he starts turning those on, you do not want to give him time and space because that could be your downfall in this series.
Oh, yeah, there were so many flicks in game one that we just didn't see in game two. But yeah, Moodster, when he has the opportunities to flick the ball, he is going to send it 90 miles per hour at your net, and you are going to do nothing but watch and have your jaw drop as it goes in. Game three, one of the turning points in the series, will edge that team closer to victory, and we'll move on to the grand finals, but we're going to have to wait to see who it is. Monkeys quick fire into the midfield, but Risum wasn't expecting that, and Penguins looking to transition.
No, it was not. I thought for sure Mockhyy had that one, but I think maybe he mistimed that flip by about like a fraction of a second. I think he had lost it. Unfortunate there, as he couldn't find the dish. Risum almost gets the demo, but he's not able to find it. Mockhyy goes for the demo. Moodster's not there for the follow-up, and Risum bails out the Monkeys.
Yeah, that was a good play by Mockhyy. He didn't have many opportunities. He was low on boost as well. Used all of it to catch up to supersonic speed, but just wasn't enough. He's now hunting in the midfield, causing the monkeys to get a little bit frantic on where they're going. BlueMars on the dunk, can't get it on. Mockhyy on his own corner, just trying to find some space. Both these teams just keep going back and forth on the field.
Yeah, a lot of fireworks here in game 3. A bunch of chances for both teams. There's one for Moodster, saved by BlueMars. Here's another one. He misses the target. Risum was there anyway. He'll have the next possession here. He does not have any booster. The Penguins know that. Mockhyy thinks he does. Goes for a challenge. A backflip from BlueMars could be dangerous. Mockhyy, another touch. Still on this ball. Risum finally gets it away from him. They look to start something through the air. He does have boost to work with. Goes for the ground pinch. It's high over the net. BlueMars is there for the follow-up. And the Monkeys strike first in game 3.
That was an incredible pass. I thought he was going for a flip reset there at the end, but no. That pinch, perfect onto the crossbar and out. Suter had no idea what was coming to him. And what a play by the Monkeys to open us up in game 3.
Yeah, Moodster kind of thought, oh, I guess he's done. No flip reset, huh? Oh, wait, that is right over my net. Well played, Risum. Well played. Moodster bangs this one away. It will be right to BlueMars for possession. Picks up the 100 boost while he's at it. Goes to the ceiling. Mockhy's on the back wall. Bangs it right down to Risum. Risum's shot is on target, but it's saved away by Moodster. Mockhyy looking for BlueMars' touch here. Does find this center, but Risum's back. Moodster wisely backs off. Doesn't want to counterattack instantly into his net. Takes possession. He'll look to get this. Monkey's got a challenge early. Moodster does find a flick, but Risum's there. BlueMars had the early challenge, but it will leave the net open. Mockhyy ties us up.
It was the right play by the Monkeys. BlueMars to bait out that flick, and Risum was there to follow it up, but the execution was the problem in it. BlueMars probably shouldn't have committed as hard as he did considering the stakes of that, and then Risum, not the best touch into his corner, kept the pressure on for the Penguins, and we've got a tied game now. But one of the things that I do want to credit the Monkeys that are doing very well, they're controlling boost very well, and I know I've talked to them a bunch about this, about boost management. Oh man, feels bad for the Penguins, but boost management was one of the things that has really struggled with the Monkeys this season. They just could not find anything, and now I'm seeing that same style on Mockhyy, where as soon as he gets out of their half, he just doesn't have any more boost to follow up the play. Multiple occasions it's been happening, so Monkeys have done really good in that department. They just need to push it away still, like we've been saying all series long.
Yeah, you mentioned it's been a problem for them. It was definitely a problem in game 1. I don't think it was responsible for all of the Penguins' goals, but definitely a handful of them. I would notice the Monkeys had no boost to defend with, but they've definitely tightened it up in games 2 and 3. This is a tight one. Mockhyy looking for a flick. It is over the net and wide of it. Moodster looking for a shot. It would have been a tough angle to get power on it, and he just misses. He'll collect the boost in the back, though, and look to clear this away, and does. BlueMars, it is over him. Now potential here for a big play for the Penguins. Risum, good touch there, gets it away for now, but Mockhy's going to put it right back. It's off the back bar. BlueMars with a miss. Risum booms this down. Should be an easy save for Moodster, but it's... The shot was too powerful. I didn't notice that. I think Moodster might have underestimated it as well, and he ends up with an own goal. Monkeys 2-1.
I think I speak for everyone, as well as you and your reaction, that nobody saw that one coming. I thought that was saved easily by Moodster, but no. Maybe the whiff from BlueMars kind of caught him off, and oh, Risum's not going to get a powerful shot, but no, he air rolls it, gets that corner touch on his car, and bangs that one home. Mockhyy trying to run interference accidentally hits the bottom of his car with the ball. It's going to do nothing for them. A minute to go now. Monkeys have another 1-goal lead leading into the end of game 3. But yeah, it's, I mean, the Monkeys, they're starting to look a little bit more consistent, way better than what we saw in game 1. A good play by Risum can give him another goal. BlueMars to clean it up. Will put that one in off the post. Had to get another one to secure it.
Yeah, BlueMars making it look a little bit fancier here than I guess he had to. Good play there, looking for the double touch, but gets that one. Final touch to put it through. 3-1. Yeah, that was a tough play for the Penguins. They were running low on boost. Monkeys able to capitalize, and a great 50 from Risum as well on that play. Moodster looking to sneak one past him, trying to get back in this game. That's a double commit there and a bad touch as they meet. The Monkeys do in their own half was a huge opportunity there for the Penguins, but they can't capitalize. And now only 25 seconds left to work for. Mockhyy with a nice 50 here, keeps the pressure on. Moodster, that's a decent pass. He'll look to try to bump BlueMars. Mockhyy comes in, but BlueMars still gets the save. Penguins just cannot get through the Monkeys defense right now.
Yeah, and 10 seconds to go. It's looking like Monkeys are going to take 2 games in a row, but it not, not to discredit the Penguins at all. Actually, there is a little bit of a chance. I don't think we've seen a 1-goal comeback yet, or a 1-second comeback yet, but that would be interesting to see, and I wouldn't put it past the Penguins to do it, but they have looked very good in this game. They are so close in skill that, I mean, these games go either way.
That they do. Moodster unable to win that kickoff for the Penguins, and the Monkeys do take the game. It was maybe a little bit of pause there for a second to make sure they could close it out, but they do so. They will take a 2-1 series lead. And the Penguins, these 2 games, they came out firing in game 1. It looked like they were going to start to dominate this series, but like you had discussed, the Monkeys, who are a very, very momentum, kind of swing back and forth team. We've seen them get blown out and then absolutely destroy teams the very next game. They've come back in these next 2 games, and they've been very, very, very close, with the Monkeys just taking a slight edge on offensive zone time and shots here, as they get 11 shots generated to the Penguins 6. For the Penguins, I'm not sure what else much you can do. They played a solid game. Maybe boost management that you mentioned could be a problem, but the Monkeys, they've definitely tightened things up. They're going to be a tough nut to crack for the Penguins moving forward.
Yeah, I mean, the Penguins, their defense is still holding, though. I mean, 11 shots to the Monkeys, it's overwhelming pressure, but the Penguins are turning a lot of those away. I mean, 7-3, that's 10 on 11 shots that are on target. So the Penguins, they're holding in. They're doing a very well job on both ends of the field. But there's just something that the Monkeys are doing that it's giving them the edge. And I want to say is they're playing together a little bit more. In game 1, the Penguins were looking for each other way better than the Monkeys were. And in games 2 and 3, we haven't seen that from them yet. But a banger from Mockhyy into the corner. It's going to give the Penguins the 1-goal lead.
Yeah, there you go. There's a way to start a game after losing 2 straight. Mockhyy with a great shot there. Nothing BlueMars can do but watch it sail into his net. The Penguins do take this 1-0 lead. Let's see if they can hang on to it. Risum, kickoff goes right to Moodster, bangs it off the corner. He'll look for the follow. BlueMars couldn't read it. It was awkward. And Moodster, only 13 seconds into this game, puts his team up 2-0.
That is a great kickoff play by the Penguins. Send it right back to Moodster, bangs it off the corner. BlueMars cheated up and then went for the corner, and at that point he was in a terrible spot to go for the ball. So misplay by the Monkeys and a great play by the Penguins will give them 2 goals quickly in this game, and a great bounce back as they are down in the series now. And if Monkeys win 1 more from here on out, they're on match point, and that's not something you want to have with everything on the line.
No, it is not. Good news is, though, in the regular season, 1 more game and the Monkeys would have won it. This time around, it is a best of 7, so you get 1 more shot, even if the other team has those 3 wins. Boots are looking to clear this away. Risum has other ideas. The 50 keeps it in the offensive zone for now. BlueMars, that's a great shot, but Mockhyy was in the right place at the right time, able to get that save away. Risum misses a touch. BlueMars has plenty of boost, though, to work with. Tries to get this center, but Moodster with a booming clear. Risum collects on the back line, does get it around 1. He's only got Moodster to beat, looking for some kind of flick. He still has possession, but Moodster gets a save. Mockhyy with the demo in the midfield should allow the Penguins to relieve some pressure for a little bit. Mockhyy, though, no boost. He's going to delay this attack for the Penguins. BlueMars off the corner, onto the sidewall. Looking for another touch. Moodster finds one. Risum gonna bang this towards the goal. BlueMars looking for the bump onto Mockhyy, but Mockhyy still gets the save. Penguins surviving everything the Monkeys throw at him.
I thought that was in for sure, but BlueMars couldn't find that last little touch onto Mockhyy. A double commit from the Monkeys is not gonna make anything happen for this offense. As I speak a little bit too soon, a shot goes towards net. Mockhyy with a great save again. But the Monkeys, they're starting to get that midfield pressure, really clamp down on what they're doing. And they're going for a lot more dribble plays. They went for them in game 1, but just couldn't find the net. So if they can really make those work, you know, add something else that they are able to do, and, you know, just always keeps the Penguins guessing. Are they going to boom it? Are they going to catch it? What are they going to do? So having multiple shots to go for is this necessary. Moodster trying to break through that Monkeys line, gets a demo, but Mockhyy can't find the target.
Yeah, that was a hard angle for Mockhyy to shoot at. Great demo, though, from Moodster. We mentioned Penguins, we hadn't seen that aggressive demo-heavy play style come out in droves just yet, but this game, they've definitely brought it forward. A couple of decently aggressive plays. Mockhyy should have next. Actually, Moodster does turn. He'll get another touch, looking to have this over BlueMars. BlueMars, good save. Moodster didn't have the best carry, but either way, BlueMars needs to have more of those. Monkey's going to stay in this game. That's a great fake from Risum. Doesn't have two, but BlueMars has an open net. Looking for the double tap. He's not going to miss, and the Monkeys are right back in this game.
That was a great play by Risum. Didn't get the second one, but it was just awkward enough that Moodster had to respect Risum's shot. And, well, he did, and Risum did exactly what he needed to. BlueMars kind of scared me going for the double touch on an open net, but it goes in regardless. In 2 minutes to go, Monkeys trying to creep back way into this game, and they're doing it pretty well. They just have to survive the kickoff long enough, because that was the two Penguins goals, and a double commit is not going to help them at all. Suter luckily can't find the net for them, and they regroup.
Yeah, Moodster can't find it yet, but he's looking for a great touch there. Too slow. BlueMars easily saves it. Mockhyy does get a demo. Who's going to win this race to the ball? It is Moodster, but Risum gets a nice dunk over him. Looking for the rebound. Does have it, but Mockhyy, what a save. Comes flying in, making sure Risum doesn't have that shot. Takes it right away from him. The Penguins, 1 minute and 21 seconds left to preserve this lead and tie us back up in the series. Mockhyy misses that touch, though. That's not good. Leaves Moodster all alone. BlueMars goes for a fake, but Moodster reads the play perfectly and clears that one away for the Penguins.
Yeah, Monkeys, those fakes are starting to get the Penguins a little bit more and more, but Moodster is not falling for those. That man is the best last man you could get in a game on a team. It's incredible what he can do, and with just under 50 seconds to go, the Penguins, they're looking to tie up the series yet again, but the Monkeys, they have looked better and better on offense. And Risum going for these dribble plays. That was incredible. We'll tie up the game.
What a flick from Risum. Gets it around both Penguins who weren't sure who was going to go for the ball first. They both wanted it. Didn't call each other off. Didn't know what to do. And not sure it would have mattered, because that is a banger of a flick from Risum. We've got a tie game and 38 seconds left to go. This one's still anyone's game. Moodster on the back line does have the catch. In his own corner, looks to get this past BlueMars, and does. Risum on the back line will have a pretty easy touch. Moodster looking for the demo, but he just misses it on Risum. Will leave Mockhyy in a last man back situation. He's got to defend this on the backboard, and does. BlueMars puts it right back, but Moodster is there for the save. You mentioned Moodster and his save potential, and we've talked about him on the ground too on offense. If there is one player, he does play a lot of ones, there's one player on the field that you want in a 1v1 situation, either on offense or defense for the Penguins, it is Moodster for sure.
Yeah, and that last second shot isn't going to go through. We've got our first overtime for the series, and the Penguins, they had all that pressure in like the first 30 seconds to a minute, but haven't seen anything back yet. Moodster's going to be up early for that one, trying to do something to get him away, but a quick shot. Mockhy's got to make a save, a bump on the rotation. Not going to do much for them, but Penguins, they are going to get caught. No, the post is their saving grace, and demos, the Monkeys are on the hunt.
Just off the post of that shot. BlueMars looking for a pass here to Risum, but it's no good. Monkeys are absolutely peppering the net right now. Penguins cannot get out of their zone. Moodster looking to do just that now, though. Does have a flick over BlueMars. He'll have possession in the corner. Mockhy's waiting in the center. It's right in front of the net. Mockhyy doesn't miss. The Penguins take game 4 and even us back up.
Oh my, I mean, if it's an understatement to say either of these teams could take the series, I mean, this is This is a battle of titans right now. They all have their opportunities. Monkeys could have finished off in the first couple seconds of that overtime, but unfortunately could not find the net. It's the accuracy in the end plaguing the Monkeys, and not to discredit the Penguins at all. Their saves are incredible this series.
This is such an exciting series to watch. I mean, unbelievable play from both players here. Moodster on that great pass I mentioned just a second ago. If there's anybody you want in a 1v1, it's him. And he finds a way to get it around Blue Mars, waiting for his teammate in the center. And Mockhyy bangs it home. The Penguins have evened us up. Chris, we mentioned friendship ended with game 5. We're going to game 5 right now, evened up, but we're still looking for that game 7 to make this an exciting series. And the way this has gone, I really see it happening. So those of you in the chat right now, if you're watching, I mean, send the link to all your friends. Get everybody in here because this is the series you want to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, these teams are so close in skill. I mean, number 2 seed in the Penguins, number 3 seed in the Monkeys, and the one of the 2 teams to beat the Penguins was the Monkeys. So, they can do it before. They've done it before. They could do it again, possibly, but we've got at least 2 more games to go before we crown a winner of this one, and we'll move on to the grand finals. So we're going to have to see who comes stronger in game 5, one of the biggest games of a series in a best of 7. So both these teams looking to start out strong.
That they are. Penguins looking for the first opportunity, but it won't come. Mockhyy gets blocked by a Risum. Risum hunting for a demo, but it's not there. It gets a nice touch defensively. Moodster will collect it. Up the sidewall, trying to get it past Blue Mars. That's how the final goal ended in game 4. Mockhyy with a banger, but it is wide. Back passes here to Moodster. Moodster wasn't quite ready for it. The Penguins meet each other in the midfield for a little bit of a pinch. And it does allow them to regroup. Nice demo there on a Risum. Mockhyy should have this ball. Moodster's leaving it for him, trying to get it past Blue Mars. Blue Mars, great defense there and awareness to clear that away. Moodster, though, looking for some more pressure. Does have this around Risum. Looking for a bump. Blue Mars, stalwart on the goal line. Gets this clear. Gets a nice flip reset as well. Monkey's looking for a counterattack here. He does find one, but Moodster's back. The bastion in the net for the Penguins. When Mockhyy misses, he's always there. And we are still even. Now just over a minute through this game.
Yeah, and one of the things that's already the biggest note in this game is Moodster has been winning his 50s. I will say this until the day I die. Winning the 50s in the midfield is how you win a series in Rocket League, because if you never lose a challenge, you just keep buying ground, and that's what Moodster is doing right now. He is taking every single inch that he can and making it work. Penguins getting caught on the back foot. A great 50 will push the Monkeys further down, and now 50s, that's where it is. Every time you gain ground, it makes them panic a little bit more into the midfield. Dangerous. Moodster, can he find the shot? No. Great save by Blue Mars, and Moodster off the crossbar again will keep us scoreless in game 5.
So close there for Moodster, but it is off the crossbar. Good defense from the Monkeys, but the Penguins have all the pressure right now. Moodster with a couple of great opportunities. Mockhyy with no boost has had a couple of clutch challenges and 50s. Like you mentioned, what a great flick there from Mockhyy. All he's got to do is finish, and he will. This is a 1-0 lead for the Penguins in game 5.
Yeah, Blue Mars getting a little bit too aggressive, and Risum right there with him. It's just 1-2. Easiest goal for Mockhyy. All he has to do is flick one. Too aggressive now for the Monkeys, trying to find some way out. Half the game to go still. But yeah, this is where the trend has been whoever gets the first goal has won the game. So we're going to have to see if that continues, or can the Monkeys come back in this one.
Yeah, that's an interesting trend. Mockhyy has another open net to shoot at. That is 2 open nets in a row for Mockhyy. I'm not sure you could find an Origin player who would miss these open nets.
Yeah, I mean, what can you say? Moodster, clean beat to the ball, and Blue Mars doesn't find contact on the back wall. So Monkeys, they're starting to make more and more mistakes, but they came back from 2 goals last game. They just need to find that confidence again, that ground in the midfield. But the Penguins have slowed down their play. They're not giving away the ball as much, and they're making it count. No contact there from Risum, and Blue Mars shot towards the net, but Suitor, he's just waiting there. He will wait for you to come to him. He will not push you in that back line because he doesn't need to. You have to make the move and he doesn't.
Yeah, Moodster is a very patient player as well. He can be aggressive on offense, but for the most part, he's very calculated in his decision making and he's patient. He makes you come to him and then he pulls out that aggression that we all know him for. Let's see here. Penguins looking to get it clear. Moodster again being patient, takes possession and gets a nice flick over one. BlueMars last to defend, and Moodster will let him have the ball. But again, the aggression again from Moodster. It's around Risum. Mockhy's not quite there for the rebound. Puts this one back towards net. It's crossbar down and out. The Penguins have had most of the good chances in this game so far.
Yeah, and a backflip from Moodster is going to get another shot on target for the Monkeys. But again, the Penguins are there, and now 1v2. Mockhy's looking for that demo. Suitor off the crossbar is not going to find it. Double commit from the Monkeys. Another opportunity wasted away. We're going down to the last minute. A 2-goal lead. The Penguins are looking very good in this series, but can they hold it on? That double commit's not going to do anything for them. And again, Monkeys, they cannot find a shot on target. It's not threatening enough to make it work.
They can't, and every time they do find a shot, that's a great flick from Mockhyy. Is it going to go in? He's peppering BlueMars on the back line, but BlueMars does get back for a save. Every single time the Monkeys find a shot that's on target, there is a Penguin waiting in the net for him. Not this time, though. Oh, no, it was Moodster getting that demo. I thought it was BlueMars. Moodster does get back. Again, like I mentioned, every single time they find one on target, there's a Penguin waiting. They have been there for every single save so far. The Monkeys have had shots, but not any good chances. Not any that I consider a high-quality chance. The Penguins have been there on defense every single time.
Yeah, and you know, it's actually different to see Mockhy's been taking the charge in a lot of these plays, but now Moodster has been that first man for the Penguins, so they've started to change it up, and it seems to be working really well. Moodster is not losing a single 50 this game, and with that time ticking down, 3 goals now for the Penguins is going to put them on match point.
Yeah, Penguins gonna take this one in game 5. And like you said, they will be on match point. Great play there from Moodster. He secured his team the win, and he has done a lot this game, giving Mockhyy every opportunity to score. Risum looking for one for the road, but it'll be saved away by now. Moodster looking for one more flick over BlueMars. It's a great flick, but an equally good save. And the Penguins have taken game 3. We move on to game 6.
And that was in convincing fashion, too. Monkeys, I can't really remember a time where they had a really strong opportunity into the net, and I don't know anything. What else are you supposed to do against the Penguins when they look that solid? I mean, Suitor, I said he was the first man, but he still got 6 saves. How do you register 6 saves and you're the first man on the line taking these 50s? It's incredible how he can turn a series and just take over.
He absolutely can. I mentioned he was giving Mockhyy every opportunity possible, and that's what he did here. Mockhyy had 2 goals, yet Moodster is the MVP, almost doubling Mockhy's score. A lot of saves, like we mentioned. He's that bastion in the goal line. He's waiting every single time for these saves. He found one here, or 6 of them in this game. Specifically, I made a mistake there. That was not game 3. That was game 5. And now we move on to game 6, where the Monkeys are on match point, backs against the wall. They need to find a win here to stay alive.
Yeah, you know, one of the players on the Monkeys that's been quiet was Risum. He did not show up like he has. He has been that man to score for the Monkeys. BlueMars would either have to step it up, or Risum would have to find that confidence that he had in games 2 and 3, because he is the man that makes most of this Monkeys lineups works. I would argue that he is the glue that holds everything together, and well, we're going to have to see more out of him if we want to see the Monkeys come back. Incredible save by BlueMars. We're only 10 seconds into game 6.
Yeah, BlueMars right there playing like he wants to win it. That's more saves like that is what he's going to need. Good play here to get this by Mockhyy. Looks for a flick, but Mockhyy still pestering there, playing close to the ball. Moodster looking for this one. He'll beat for a 50 with Risum, trying to find another touch, but a good bump there in the midfield will allow Mockhyy to shoot. Risum is there on the defense, though. Mockhyy tried for the dunk, but this is a 2-on-1 for the Monkeys. BlueMars has the ball. Moodster challenges early. That's good for the Penguins, and they will be able to clear this away.
Yeah, I think Risum did want that demo play, but couldn't find it in time. He lost track of Suitor, and the Penguins, well, they're now playing comfort zone where Moodster's on the ball, and he's got the flicks to make it work, but another great save by BlueMars is going to keep them scoreless here. But the Penguins, they're not showing that aggression that we saw in that first game. Moodster's not taking the charge on some of these. What a clear by BlueMars, send it around, but the Monkeys, they're also not playing together. They're really trying to find their opportunities for themselves and make something work along the way. And a pass there is what we want to see, but it's not on target.
Not quite on target there. We mentioned Moodster with a couple of early flicks in this game. None have found the net. Great defense so far from the Monkeys. There's another one of those flicks, and I think Risum put that one in. I'm not sure if Moodster got the touch on that 50 in front of the net or not, but he'll take it either way. Penguins up 1-0.
No, I think Risum expected BlueMars to have that, and once he didn't touch it, Risum, that was just a panic flip into it. And Penguins, they've scored first, so Monkeys really have to break the trend now if they want to really come back. They need to win the next two to win the series. BlueMars taking it up. Mockhyy, no contact to be found, but we'll have the transition from the pass from Moodster. Risum with a great 50 will keep them at 1 goal now, and a demo. That's a great demo by BlueMars to really slow down that offense from the Penguins. Mockhyy, no bump and found, and Moodster looking to transition yet again.
Again, great defense there from Moodster. Challenges early. He knows BlueMars just flicked over Mockhyy, and he'll have lost possession for just a second, and within that window of time, he can challenge. That's a great 50, though, from BlueMars. Looking for another one off the sidewall. Leaves that for Risum, but Mockhyy will have next possession. He has no boost to work with. Still trying to get it around, but a great save from Risum. Keeps it even for now, but Moodster's right there in the midfield to capitalize off the loose ball. And it's a 2-0 lead for the Penguins early in this one.
Yeah, and what happened there was Moodster stole the boost from BlueMars on the midfield on the left side and then bumped him, so he wasn't able to rotate back, and Risum got beat. 0 boost for the Monkeys altogether, and that's not what you want to see. I was giving them a bunch of credit in Game 3 with their boost management, but now the Penguins control every part of this field. A booming clear and a last-ditch effort to get a goal here, but BlueMars is going to toss it into the corner, and the offense, it's going to die for the Monkeys yet again. They need to find some way to find a shot.
Yeah, they do. The Penguins have been ready for everything the Monkeys have thrown at them so far, and that hasn't been much. Moodster's been there on defense when available, but majority of the chances so far in this game have gone the Penguins' way. There's another one right there. Penguins 7 shots to the Monkeys 2 so far. Moodster booms this one away, making sure the Monkeys again have no offensive zone time. Trying to flick this around. One good defense there from Risum. Could be a 2-on-1 here for the Monkeys. The pass. Mockhyy has a good response. A great touch there leads to a counterattack for the Penguins. Booms this one forward. Both Monkeys jump, and it looks like another own goal. Is he going to be there in time? No. Mocky's shot does eventually go in. He just basically flicks this one high into the air. Monkeys, I guess, just weren't ready for it.
The Monkeys have just collapsed on everything good that they were doing. I mean, their rotations look sloppy now. They're never in a spot to clean up that ball. Even right there, that defense was abysmal from them, but a good kickoff will get them 1 goal back with 1:30 to go, but they really need to clean up this play. They've got 2 more games they have to win, and the Penguins are looking very solid right now.
That was just what the doctor ordered for the Monkeys. They haven't had many good looks all game long, and they finally get a good kickoff and a great shot right there. They are still alive, barely, but they are still alive, especially after a nice goal like that. They will need to strike fast, though. You don't want to leave too much time on the clock. That's a nice shot from BlueMars, but it is high. Risum's not there. BlueMars steals that boost. Maybe some good boost management here from the Monkeys. Trying to improve on that. Mockhyy, 50 there, goes the way of the Monkeys. Risum's there, the shot's wide. It's off the post and out. That was the opportunity for the Monkeys, and he just missed it.
Oh, another opportunity. BlueMars, he got to put that one on. It's off the post again. I said it, the shooting accuracy in Game 1, it needed to be fixed, and it still isn't there. It's off the post. It doesn't look good. Risum, he's got to make this air dribble work. Mockhyy, great save by him 30 seconds ago. The Monkeys, they still need 2 to stay alive in this series, but with the way that their shooting is looking right now, and the way the Penguins are holding this pressure, it's not likely.
It is not looking good. The Monkeys are throwing everything they can at the Penguins, but the defense has just been incredible. Another opportunity here, but Moodster opting to play defensive, knows he's got time on his side. Risum, the Monkeys need to counterattack now. BlueMars is trying to take possession, but Mockhyy just keeps it in the defensive zone. Moodster again playing hyper defensive, knowing there's only 2 seconds to go. The ball hits the ground, and the Penguins take the series. They'll move on to the final on a 4-2 score.
Yeah, and you know what? They showed up after that overtime in game 4 was the difference maker. The Monkeys, after they made that comeback, it looks like they just ran out of steam. They just couldn't get it going anymore. And the shooting accuracy, once again, it came back to haunt them. And, well, the Penguins, what can you say? They were just better. They were able to keep it in there more. And you know what? Credit the Moodster. He took control of that series. And I mean, there is a reason. I've said it before. Moodster looks like the best player in the league, and I think this series solidifies it.
Yeah, absolutely. He showed such great control so many times on the pitch and the patience as well, waiting for the Monkeys to come to him and put that ball right where he wants it to be, and just led to so many great opportunities for himself and for Mockhyy. We've got both of these guys in here for a post-game interview. Guys, first of all, congratulations on the win. What a series. That was so entertaining to watch and to cast. So let's talk about it a little bit. You guys win the first game convincingly. I mean, it was an absolute blowout. You had basically every, like, I'd say maybe 4 minutes and 30 seconds were played in the Monkeys half, and they maybe had a little bit of time in yours. And then they come back swinging again in games 2 and 3. They play super aggressive. They demo you so many times on the goal line, making opportunities for themselves. They take those next 2 games. What was the adjustment you guys needed to make there?
You know, honestly, after the first game, I think we both just fell asleep, and we just had to wake ourselves back up for that fourth game.
Yeah, I think we both got. I mean, to translate what Suter said into non-toxic words, I think we after that first game we felt that we were just much better than them, and so we maybe fell asleep at the wheel, like didn't really do the best we could have, because we thought we had it in the bag, which is a rookie mistake. any athlete would tell you that's a rookie mistake. We're not athletes, but so we really had to reel it in and get control of the fact that they were putting so much pressure on us.
And you did it very well. Like you said, he definitely woke up. Those last few games still were hard fought, really close battles. What were the comms like? I want to know, particularly in these last few games. Let's talk about Game 6 specifically, where you guys just dominated control. I think for pretty much the entire game. How was the communication between you two?
Honestly, Game 6 was probably one of our best communicated games. Usually, usually it's just saying which side goes for a kickoff, and that's generally it.
And
But
boost.
like
We call boost too.
okay, yeah. But like aside from that, we generally don't talk that much. In Game 6, we communicated pretty well though.
Yeah, it's like those two things, and then like me yelling lyrics from Freebird, as we're playing, because it gets me really pumped.
No, he's not even doing the lyrics. He's just yelling the
Oh,
guitar
yeah,
solo.
yeah. I just make the guitar solo sounds, and it gets me hype.
I'm sure Moodster enjoys that too. A couple of little entertainment while he's just hunting people down on the pitch, picking up boosts, banging balls downfield, shooting flicks, all that kind of stuff. And you guys definitely looked like Game 6 was a really well communicated game by you two. The rotations were super tight. The Monkeys had absolutely no space to do anything, and it showed on the scoreline. So Chris, what kind of questions you got for these guys?
I mean, that game 4, when you guys had that quick lead and then the Monkeys were able to come back, you know, do you think that was a turning point in that series? Because after the Monkeys lost that, I said it myself. I mean, they lost possession, they lost their rotation. It just all fell apart. So, do you think that if the Monkeys won that, would it have been a different series from there on out?
No.
Maybe, but I don't think so. Honestly, on the second game, like Monkey said, we kind of fell asleep. Third game, we were giving them too much respect at that point, and after that, we just knew we couldn't give them any respect at all, and then we'd have enough pressure to stomp them.
Yeah, there's really no like actual strategic callouts. Me and Suda just don't get tilted. So I mean, even when we were losing, we just kept the vibes up, kept going. And then I guess like maybe the closest thing we called a strategic call out would be Suter saying we're giving these guys too much respect after game 3, and that was about it.
Yeah,
We just
I
powered through.
that definitely was it showed in the later games because Moodster was taking the charge on so many of those plays in games 4 or not 4, but 5 and 6. He really was that first man. Was that kind of the style that you guys were wanting to go for? Because Mockhyy, you were the first man for probably the first 4 games, and then Moodster, I don't know, the beast was just unleashed, and we saw, I mean, the saves, the shots, the 50s, they were all there for you.
I mean, the thing about like Moodster is that he's mostly known as a defensive player, and more of a support player. But I've been encouraging Moodster since the beginning of the season to play more aggressively. Since our first game against the Hornets, to play more aggressively. And time again, whenever he decides, like screw it, I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna pop off. He always does well. He always pops off. And so I think the season we've really seen Suter like uh, you know hatch out of his egg and from a defensive player to really wanting to play more offensively because he's had so much success with it. So it's not really like it's not necessarily a spoken thing that happens during the game. When things aren't moving right, we've talked about it before in previous games. When things aren't going super well for me offensively, when I'm taking the charge, because that's normally the position I'll play, I have no problem just sitting back and letting Suter take it because he's great. He's great at offense. He's a great aggressor, great to put pressure. He gets great touches.
Yeah, well said. I mean, he absolutely showed that offensive prowess there in those last games. We know as well. Yeah, Mooster's a very defensive player, but he's got that flick, and when that flick is on, he is absolutely deadly from pretty much any range on the pitch. Um, but Chris, if you've got no more questions, anything else?
I mean, no, it was just I said it at the end of that series. The Penguins just showed up and they were the better team in the end. So congrats to you guys. I mean, out of the 2 teams that are on the other side of the bracket, who would you rather face, Rams or the Gators?
Uh, Personally, for me, definitely the Rams. I just like playing J Dubs because he gets frustrated with how I play, and it's funny.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, I think we take it either way. But yeah, I definitely like playing the Rams more. It's just more fun.
Always close games. I will say, but you might bring this up after, but thank you to Risum and BlueMars. They played a great game. But, unfortunately, we ended up winning, but they really brought it. They really brought it to us, especially with their offensive pressure. So there's nothing to hang your head about. They played a great game. They got a good coach, Chris with a K here. Very smart guy. So I'm just wanted to say thank you to them.
Very respectable there from you guys. Yeah, like you said, I think you guys matched up against J-Dubs would be pretty fun to watch. But we will be excited to see whatever series ends up happening there for the finals because it's going to be a good one. I already know it. And yeah, just once again, congratulations to both of you guys on your finals appearance.
I have to say, by the way, I made 22,000 channel points off that game.
Yeah, I know. 20,000 of them were mine.
I was
Is this, do we
dying.
have betting? Do we have betting in a game you're participating? Is this like a Pete Rose situation we have here? Like, how do we deal with this?
No. I bet as long as I don't bet on the other team, I think it's okay. It's not like I bet on the other team and I'm throwing. I bet on myself because I was confident that we could pull it out. And although it could have gone either way at the end of the day, I was fortunate enough that we just had the better day.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. As long as you're betting on yourself, it's fine. Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame. Anyway, the takes for another day. But yeah, just once again, congratulations to you guys. Great series. And like you said, well played to the Monkeys as well. Very hard fought one, 4-2, nothing to hang your head about. But that is going to wrap it up for us right now as we got to get moving into our next series, which is a good one, Seagulls and Owls in the Star League. Don't go anywhere. You're going to want to watch this one, given who's participating. So we will see you guys in just a little bit. For Chris with a K and our fantastic host, Bondo, I've been Harmonic. Don't go anywhere.